Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another episode of Detroit Key Club Life Conversation. I am one of your hosts, Antonio Williams, and I have my lovely co-host and partner, Erica Albritton.
Happy Sunday,
You
everybody.
guys, Tasha is not going to be with us today because her basement flooded. That sucks. We had that snow that came. What was that? Yesterday? No, that was Friday.
Friday.
Friday,
Mhm.
because we still had to work. And then yesterday it warmed up, and now we got water all over the place. But thank God that is 48 degrees in Detroit. Still cold,
But feels better.
a little bit. I'm
Yeah.
at because a friend of mine is in Georgia and it's 80 degrees.
Oh, so did nobody ask them nothing?
I know. I wish I could get on a one of those Spirit flights. Can I get a Spirit flight? Somebody? Do we know
Hey,
anybody that work for
wait a
Spirit?
minute. Now I heard the Spirit flights to Georgia is cheap.
I know.
$30 and $15 and all of that.
I can do a round trip ticket.
Now you know with Spirit though, that soul plane, you gotta buy air to breathe and a seat to
Yes,
sit in,
yes,
and
yes,
you
yeah.
gotta buy everything.
But
But
you know, you can upgrade your seat though. If I can just get that front seat where there's nobody in front of you, so I could put my feet on that wall that's right there, that divider, then I'm good.
that seat gonna cost you like $50.
That's all right. That's all right. That means that I won't be checking my bag. You guys, we have a good show that's going to be taking place on today. We have a very special guest, and I got to make sure that I do this right because I don't want no flack, no pushback about this. So I'm going to make this announcement, and hopefully I do it right. And if I don't, somebody please correct me. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we have the most worshipful Grand Master of the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge, free and accepted Mason, jurisdiction of Michigan, the Honorable Roderick D. Anderson. Come on, can we get like one of those air claps, James? Yay! So today we're going to talk about all things Masonic. What you think about that, Grandmaster?
Good conversation. Good discussion.
Good discussion.
Yeah.
So you guys got to tune in a little bit later on that because we got to talk about what's happening in the D. What we got going on, Erica?
Well, let's see. So let me tell you all about this trip that I just went on.
Please
It's
do.
not really happening in the D, but it's important because I need for all my teachers, my veterans, my military officers, my first responders, my nurses. I need all my people to get their free trip. So I went on a free trip to Margaritaville on the Sea, and it is not a scam. You absolutely just pay for your boat fees, which was about $80.
I was a little jealous though, but go ahead.
You don't ever have to be jealous. You come wherever I go, you go. You know that, right?
But I wasn't an educator, so I couldn't get it
We
free.
could have figured it out.
Oh, okay.
Anywho, it is $80. So all of those people that I just named qualify for it. You just go to Margaritaville on the Sea, go to their website and look for Heroes for Sale. And you can book from now until December 2023. Now, you do have to get your flight. Let's be clear. It is not absolutely free, but you have to get your flight. And you do have to buy a drink pass when you get on the boat. But other than that, I mean, $80, you can't beat that.
Did you guys fly to Fort Lauderdale or Miami?
Well, we actually flew to Fort Lauderdale the day before. We rented a car. You know, we had a great time at Fort Lauderdale. Got to the port, valeted the car, and it was very cheap. Parking was only $22 a day. And
Oh, so I thought y'all took a Uber.
no, we took the car.
Girl, I thought that was a Uber. Y'all was taking selfies in there like y'all was in the backseat of the Uber.
Well, it was our car for the day, so we did.
How much was the drink pass on the cruise?
It was $99 for
That's
10
not bad.
drinks. And that's not bad at all.
No.
So it's a good deal. It's not a scam. I had people hitting me up on Facebook messaging like, is it for real? Yes, it's absolutely for real. And I think that all of those people that I named absolutely deserve it. So please make sure you get your free trip while they're giving it to us.
Speaking of a free trip and drinks, it is Green Month. Oh my God, I'm
It
so
is
excited for
Green
next
Month.
week.
We gonna have a good time. So speaking of Green Month, you know, DKC, we do our annual party bus. So we will be doing the party bus on Friday. And I am so excited because it's a Friday. We never get a Friday.
We never.
We always have to go to work the next day. So this time we can stay out, we can party. The party bus is $40. You
Mhm.
can contact me or Tony, or you can go on our website. We will make 2 stops, and then we have an after party at the office, y'all. The
You-
office bar and grill on 7 Mile. I mean, on Livernois between 8 Mile and 7 Mile.
7 and 8 Mile. We always end up there, you know.
Because that's our spot.
That's our spot, though.
Shout out to Dane.
Dane, we love you. Make
We
sure we
love you,
got that
Dane.
back. Did he reserve our spot?
He sure did.
Okay, thank God. And then also we're going to be stopping by the Ford Patio and Grill too before we hit the office for their green party. So shout out to Biz. That's at 4 Road in Southfield. So we got a lot of stuff that's going on. Do we want to talk about our 420 party? Give the folks a little snippet of what's going down.
Why not?
Why not?
Let's talk about it.
So DKC is going to have a 420 party. That is on a Thursday, April the 20th, from 7 p.m. until you take your ass home. Okay. We're going to be at Missy D's at 29114 5 Mile Road. That's at 5 Mile and Middle Belt. So make sure you guys check us out on our website to get that information. Tickets is $20 for that. We'll have all of the vendors there. So we'll have vendors. That's all. I'll just keep it cute like that, you know.
And we got another special surprise, another brand coming from DKC, y'all.
Yes, DKC Taste Buds. That is going to be our CBD line. I'm so excited about that.
I am too.
And our logo is cute.
Yep.
Nice. It's gonna look better on the bag. James, I'm gonna have to bring you some samples. We'll make sure that it's done after the show, so you know that our engineer will tune that up, and we'll make sure that we send you a nice.
Right. And the brand.
Okay, and last but not least, the pop-up that's happening on April the 22nd, Erica.
So our annual Sip and Dip pop-up shop is Saturday, April 22nd. From what is it, 3 to 7?
Mm-hmm.
From 3 to 7. So
1 to 6.
1 to 6. We made it a little bit longer this year. So we are still looking for vendors. We already have some wonderful vendors that are signed up, but we are still seeking more vendors. It's $40. That includes 2 chairs and 1 6-foot table. So you can register on our website, or if you're not comfortable, I know some people just are not comfortable with doing that, just hit me up, Tony or Tasha.
Okay,
any one of us.
What's the TikTok? We got Cash App.
We got Cash App,
Venmo,
Zelle, and PayPal,
and EBT.
We even take EBT.
So bring all your offerings to the storehouse so that it can be meat within the hearth. All right, I'm going to hell, but it's okay. My pastor prays for me all the time.
You did go to church today, right?
I did for first Sunday, and I'm still drinking communion. And speaking, because you know, I love my first Sunday communion. So today's drink is called Blade and Bow. It is a new whiskey that's out. It's about $57. Because you know we don't do that cheap stuff, so it's kind of, you know, it's really good. So we all had a little taste. I like it. It's very smooth.
I like it too. Very smooth.
And I didn't have to mix it with anything.
What you think, Rod?
I'm not this is great. I'm not this is a scotch, right?
It's a whiskey. It is a bourbon whiskey, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Oh, for Louisville, Kentucky. It is 91 proof. Shut the noise. 45 point.
Wow.
No wonder why I'm kind of buzzing.
For those whiskey drinkers, this is a good smooth drink right there.
James, what you think? Because you had a cup. It's nice. We got James, our engineer, that's over there. He had some, so I'm trying to get him drunk. So
it is very nice.
The bottle is here on the table, so feel free to get you some more if you want. All right, what else we got, Erica?
Let's see what else is happening in the D. So did you go to any new places?
No, you know what? I was actually booked and busy this week. So we at Missy D's, we put out the graduation prices. And so we are starting to get booked up for June. We booked up for April, sorry, but we do have spots available for May. So anybody that's in the Livonia, Garden City, Redford, Canton, Westland, Inkster area that's looking for a good spot to host a graduation party or open house, you need to come check us out at Missy D's. Straight up.
Absolutely.
The price is right.
Oh, let's talk about DKC Travel.
Yes.
Again, be the brand, y'all. We trying to be the brand. So DKC Travel, we have a couple of things coming up. So in August, we do have our Jamaica trip coming up, August 24th through the 28th. It is a $200 deposit. The due date has passed. However, we can work things out.
Yes, we can.
So you could just go on our website and register. It is 5 days and 4 nights. And let's talk about next year's DKC trip.
Do we want to give them that information on Honolulu?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
We need them to fill up the Jamaica trip. But yeah, we are going to Hawaii in February of 2024 for the week of Valentine's. And so I've already presented my gift to the Grand Master. So we're going to pay for his stay. Hopefully him and his lovely wife can join us. And then we're going to be partying because DKC is actually throwing a party in Honolulu.
Oh, can't wait. I'll be there.
You know what I was about to say, but
I be good. I'm gonna need
niggas
you
in
to
Hawaii,
be good. I'm gonna need you to
but
be good.
yeah. So we'll talk about more about that pricing. You guys will be able to get that information. We are staying at the Finn, which is a 4.5 star luxury hotel. So for those that want to Google that information to get a head start on that, you are more than welcome. So what's going on, Grandmaster?
What's going on, sir? How are you?
You sitting over there quiet?
Well, I'm just enjoying the conversation. I talked to Erica, about 2 weeks ago,
Mhm.
and asked the question of what is DKC all about?
Mhm.
And that's what you give asking question, because here I am today.
See,
So,
and it came around full circle because when I told Erica, I was like, I'm getting a Grandmaster on here. She was like, he just talked to me about what is DKC. And I'm like, what did you tell him?
I told him we are everything.
Whatever you want us to be.
Whatever you need, whatever you don't have, we can get it for you.
We like to think we got the plug
for you.
we you know what, we really do got the plug. So we try to promote Black owned business, small business, up and coming entrepreneurs.
Good
to
job.
get them a platform to kind of put their brands and stuff out there.
Good job.
And we have seen so many growth. When we started back in 2019, individuals that were just doing products from out of their basement, now they're at Myers and at the grocery store on Jefferson, downtown Detroit. So we have seen them and got grants. I love me some Buffet. She came a long way.
We have seen some wonderful, wonderful growth, and we have developed some really good relationships with a lot of people in the city.
Well, I've been following you guys on Facebook, and I was always curious as to what was this group about, because I know you from the Masonic order.
Mhm.
And then I was like, okay, what is this about? So I saw you that day and I was like, let me just ask the question.
Well, me and Erica got this idea that we want to be millionaires within 10 years. So we figured that we get an enterprise and have 7 streams of income and make money from all angles. And then that's how we're going to get there.
Because this working every day not going to work.
Mm-hmm. No, I ain't trying.
I would love to be a millionaire too.
This teaching is not going to work for another 10 years.
Exactly.
I'm not going to make it.
Exactly. But you know what? And we make some really good money by having different legs and different directions and areas. We constantly get in some type of revenue somewhere.
Okay.
And it is DKC is self-sustainable right now. We are going to open the floodgate up for members to join. There will not be a membership fee, but we just ask that individual support. So we want the community to support each other. So if somebody has a grand opening or a product, that we need to buy it and support their business, and we ask for that in return.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. All right. So this is the fun part. So I end up, I'm always shopping on Amazon. I get all my package sent to work, so nobody wants to steal it off my porch at home. But anyway, my boss like, did you get that on the company card? I said, no, this is just a personal package. Okay, so the first game we're going to do is called Cards Against Humanity. Okay, so I dealt 5 cards in front of you, Grandmaster.
Okay.
Erica, do you want some cards, James? You sure? Your students love this.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, this game is really bad. So if you have an answer on there, just out of respect, if you do not want to answer that, you don't have to. You can leave the crazy stuff to me and Erica. Okay.
Okay.
Did you look at these cards?
No, I did
you
not.
gave them to me? Because
No.
I think you specifically picked these cards out for me.
I did not. James can attest to it. I just got out of the box. So I have the black card here, and I'm going to flip this black card over, and then Out of those 5, you're going to use one of those cards as a response to what's on the back of this card. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Erica. You ready, Rod?
This is gonna be dangerous.
This is
Let's go.
This okay.
Let's
All right.
go. I'm a trooper.
First question or first statement. Kid tested, mother approved. Kid tested, the mother approved.
And we're supposed to pick something from these cards here to
and put it down. Okay, so my card that I put down is being marginalized.
I can't put these cards down. They bad.
Erica, you gotta put one of them down.
Oh my God.
Kid tested, mother approved.
None of these cards apply.
Just put any card down. It's supposed to be funny.
Okay.
Erica, what did you put? What's your card? You gotta say what your card is.
Giving birth to the Antichrist.
So Erica said, "Kid tested, mother approved, giving birth to the Antichrist."
I think I have some of them in my class.
Ooh. No, we'll talk about that later.
You pick one because I don't think none of those apply.
All right. So Rod said, "Kid tested, mother approved, Nazis."
No, I didn't. You pick that one.
All right, let's go to the next one. Let's move that out the way. This is hilarious. Okay, so the next card I'm flipping over, it says, Lifetime presents blank the story of. So I think
I need some more cards.
All right, let's get some more cards.
I think my card goes good with that.
It does. All right, I'm getting more cards. Okay, so here are some cards here. Erica, you need some?
Yeah, I think I need to get rid of these 2 cards here.
All right. So Erica put down for Lifetime presents the story of Harry Potter erotica. All right, I need to find me a card. This is hilarious.
I think I pulled from the adult section. Look at that answer right there. Let me find the other cards here.
Oh, no, we can't say that.
Well, look at the 2 cards that Tony gave me.
I don't want to say that. Ooh.
Did you see what you gave me? Look at this.
Yeah, I think we got the wrong
That's what
game.
I said. Did you pick these cards specifically?
Yeah, this is the wrong
All right,
game.
so I'm going to put these 2. Lifetime presents Waiting Till Marriage, the story of a salad for men that made of metal. That's a salad for men that's made of metal. All right, let's do last one, because this is funny. This is an actual game too. All right, last one. No. No. After 4 platinum albums and 3 Grammys, it's time to get back to my roots. To what inspired me to make music in the first place? What inspired you to make music in the first place? Okay, Erica, what did you put down?
Bees.
I get one.
Right, so I'm gonna put this one down. It says a pangender octopus who roams the cosmos in search of love. Wow. That's yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. This is funny.
What's that say?
Pac-Man uncontrollably guzzling cum.
Erica, I'm gonna put this one on you, itchy pussy.
All right, DKC.
All right. Rod, you got to put your final answer down.
No.
You guys, you got to, if you can see Rod, he is like really going through the whole stack trying to find the perfect answer. There is no perfect answer.
Not for this game. These questions.
These questions is something else.
You want me to put one down for you, Rod? I'll put it down.
Erica,
here's one for Rod. One titty hanging out.
No, I did not say that. All right, we gotta put it's the wrong game for this show.
This show is rated R. We don't we got you got it on there so nobody under 18. Okay, this is an adult show. Wow. Because we don't know what may come out of our mouths, and so we don't have that on. All right. That was hilarious. You guys, shout out to my bro Richard Taylor. I got one of his sweatshirts on the Rich Bear collection. I'm going to make sure that I put that information on the podcast so that you guys can support him. He has a wonderful collection of shirts and sweatshirts, and it's just all not for big boys, okay? Because I got on a medium.
And he has a line for ladies too.
What is it? Rich girl?
What is the ladies one? I can't think of what the ladies one is called, but it's a ladies bear too.
we gotta get you on Tasha one. Okay, where we at? All right, let's get into it. We done had our fun. We about to get into this. All things Masonic. We're going to give you a little bit of snippet before we go into the next episode. Rob, before we do, can you tell us a little bit about you?
Let me see. I grew up in Louisiana. No, I'm just kidding. I am currently serving as the 61st Most Worshipful Grand Master of the Most Worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons for the jurisdiction of Michigan. I am born and raised from Louisiana. I'm a true cowboy fan. So my cowboy fans out there, how about them Cowboys?
Woohoo!
I'm a father of 2, a grandfather of 4. I'm the oldest of 7. So, I'm pretty happy with this life I got so far.
And we are so happy to have you as our Grandmaster, the leader of Masonry.
I appreciate it.
I've been knowing you since I came in, about 6 years ago? Oh, wow. It's running around.
Yeah, you came in on a high wave, man. We were looking at you as...
It's been 11 for me. It'll be 11 in
one
June.
of the next leaders of this jurisdiction.
You know what? I got time.
Given up on that thought.
No. And the reason why, because I'm just 40. I got a little more 15 years before I can really get in there with nobody saying anything. Because, it is an old man gang. Well, y'all don't like
put some time in.
You gotta put some time. So I got time to go through.
As you very well know, Mason teaches you to wait with patience.
Yes. Okay. And I am not that overzealous to take your job. The more and more I look at it, I'm like, I don't want it.
It has its ups and downs.
It does, but I love I love supporting from the outside.
All right. We appreciate that.
Yes, indeed. And so shout out to Doric, Lodge number 22.
The best lodge in the jurisdiction, by the way.
I'll give you that because you're the Grandmaster, but my bros at Geometry Lodge 49, holla.
Yeah, they are right over there, but
right
now 22 is ruling.
22 is ruling. They're ruling. That's ruling. So, Rod, you just had a testimonial.
Yes.
Okay. You want to talk to us about the testimonial roast?
It was great. Again, shout out to the committee. They did an amazing job. They asked me what did I want, and I said I just want people to come and have fun. Because again, that's my number one edict was for us to have fun during this administration. And all I just wanted simple stuff. Just wanted a simple party, simple acknowledgement, and as long as the guests were happy, that's all that mattered. And it didn't really matter how many was there, as long as whoever was there had a good time. And I am here to tell you that I'm still getting. Grandmaster, that was great. We truly enjoyed ourselves type remarks. So
was that Marcel that took the pictures?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't there, but his pictures made me feel like I was there. And nothing about that was simple. First, you had that red carpet. So having a red carpet and you coming down, that is non-simple.
Hey, that's what Kappas do, man.
And I want to know, how in the heck did you get your lodge to wear those red and white bow ties?
Just ask.
He's a master.
Yeah, well, I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity.
I know, right?
So all these 2 years, I have yet to have a red and white theme. So I said I'm gonna find a way to get some red and white. I've had them Sigmas wear that blue and white, and Alphas that black and gold, and them Qs. I just said, you know what? There's gonna be a day and time when we're gonna put some red and white in this jurisdiction. So.
All right.
And then I want to know who made the that arch, that background, the backdrop for the red and white colors that was outside where people were taking pictures at?
That's a good question.
Because they did a really good job. Yes, they did. They had the Masonic one,
the Grand Lodge one, and then they had the red and white.
They did a hell of a job on that.
Yeah, have to get that answer for you.
Yes, because we can definitely put them on our roster in case individuals want to
have some
decoration.
Well, not just
decorations.
that, we also had a backdrop of for the football down there on the first floor for Friday night.
Okay.
Oh,
And
okay.
that was nicely decorated too in the cowboy colors as well.
You and these cowboys.
Hey, don't hate.
It was
man.
his day.
Don't
He
hate,
got to
don't
have
hate.
If somebody
whatever he
that's
wanted.
out there that watches us, because we got people that watches us in UK, India, and shout out to the ones in Japan, konnichiwa. If we can get somebody that can donate us some cowboy tickets to the Grandmaster, that would be greatly appreciated. Because I know somebody out there got a few coins that can
It would be nice.
send that. We can make sure you can write that off on your taxes. I'm sure we can make that happen.
Trust and believe I'll put them to great use.
Okay, we got to get you there. So we'll work on that. So you had the roast. So how did that roast go? What was going on? Did they do you like they do on TV? They put you in the middle, and then they had people that roast you, or they just had the comedians?
We had the standard podium set up, and of course I'm right next to the podium. So those that were brave enough to want to come up and have some words, we welcome them. And I told folks, I said, look, I just want y'all to come up and have fun. Say whatever you want to say, as long as you make it respectful. And I'm proud to say no one got out of hand. Wendy Rigel, Kevin Leapart, Nolan Turner, they kind of got me pretty good.
I know Kevin and Nolan did.
Yeah, but Wendy she came hard. So I'm going to have to give it to Wendy.
Ooh.
Hi, Kiana. Kiana just put who did the backdrops.
Oh, Crystal Perry.
Crystal Creations and Events.
All right,
she did the photo backdrop for the weekend.
She did a great job.
Nice.
It was good, man. I really enjoyed it. And it was a time for people to really say what was on their hearts and minds. So, but luckily we didn't have anybody to get out of hand. And it was all tastefully done. Again, the committee did an outstanding job. Prince Hall Grand Chapter, they did a wonderful job as well with some surprises. But it was good. I think I shedded all my tears that I had that day.
And you guys had my sis on there, Simply Chanel. She's a damn.
Yeah, those comedians were very funny.
Yes.
Very funny.
So he had Simply Chanel and Mike Larry and Daryl Earl. That was the comedian at the testimonial roast. And last but not least, the Bitwits and Carb Party.
Oh yeah. Me and the Grand Worthy Matron, we ran the table.
I'm like,
Robert Rivers, he thought he was doing something. We, send him packing. Everybody that sat across the Grand Worthy Matron and we thank you, bye, see you later. Going over there and talk about it. But it was fun though.
It was fun.
We had not only did we have Bid West, we had what else they had? Tonk, some kind of little guessing game.
I haven't played Tonk in a long time. Y'all ain't had no Unos.
They had a poker game going
with an S on it though. You put an S on it. Unos. Okay.
Uno. Uno stack them.
Uno stack them. Had a good time though.
I'm glad you guys had a good time. Yeah. Well, for those of you that are watching us online, stay tuned to the next half of this show. And for those that are watching via podcast, what is that? Apple Podcasts and Google and YouTube, all that. You guys are going to have to tune in to the next episode on this second half on all things Masonic. So we are going to go ahead and stop this show, get us a little pause, get a little sip of this drink, and then we're going to go in and talk about all things Masonic. What is a Freemason? We're going to talk about a little about what's going on with the Illuminatis for those of you that's interested in that stuff. What's all the secret stuff they had, and where's Jimmy Hoffa? So tune in to the next episode. Peace. Ooh, shit, I'm drunk.
Band.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another episode of Detroit Key Club. We are here with our special guest, the most worshipful Grand Master of the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge, Free and Accepted Mason, jurisdiction of Michigan, the Honorable Roderick D. Anderson.
Thank you, sir.
I keep waiting for the virtual hand clap. James, I'm going to need you to make sure that you put that on there because I need that. Okay. This is a special topic on today, all things Masonic. Let's get into it. Grandmaster.
Yes, sir.
Who is Prince Hall?
Prince Hall is the founder of our institution. Prince Hall was a abolitionist who believed in speaking up for the rights of African Americans back during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And he saw where the white Masons had their group, had their organization, and he wanted to be a part of that. However, as we very well know, back then it was very difficult for us to be a part of anything, let alone us trying to get our own thing. So he saw fit to be bold enough to go to the leadership and solicit membership into their Masonic order. And then he took it a step further and said, hey, he and 14 others decided, why can't we get our own? So they petitioned. And the rest is history. African Lodge number 459 was the first Prince Hall Lodge. And of course, he was our first Grand Master. And ever since then, we have been trying to live that dream. We've been trying to honor those milestones, those principles that he laid out in order for us to be where we are today. So that's a little bit small snippet of who Prince Hall really was. But I would encourage people, if you want to be a part of this organization, I would encourage you to do your homework first. You know, instead of relying on us to give you some information, do your homework on who Prince Hall is, because or who Prince Hall was, because when we have members that come into our petition to come into our lodge, one of the questions that I ask is, who is Prince Hall? What did you find out about him? So if you didn't do your research, then I'd start looking at you a little differently, because you didn't do the necessary research to find out about the organization that you were becoming a member of. So if you didn't take that extra step, then how serious are you about being a member? What value will you add to the organization once you come in? So I would just encourage anybody to go out and do some research, some real research, factual research on Prince Hall.
So, and of course, I got to get into the nitty gritty.
Okay.
What is the difference between Prince Hall Masons and the International?
We are chartered by the Grand Lodge of England. We received our charter from them and they didn't. So we consider ourselves legit. You know, they may have their own spin on it, but because we were birthed from the Grand Lodge of England with a charter, we consider ourselves the legitimate organization.
Nice. Any question from you, Erica?
This is interesting.
Okay. So who can become a Freemason, a Prince Hall Mason?
Oh,
we got to start making that distinction.
Well, you must first be of good moral character in order to be a member of our organization. We do not discriminate against race. What we do discriminate is against character. And if your character is not of high morality or not of suitable morality, let me say it that way, then it's not for you, because what we try to do is we try to portray the image of being just and upright men. Of course, in any organization, you have those that are you know, not everybody is correct.
Right.
Okay. But we try to stick to the principles of Masonry, where one of the main goals for us is mission statements, rather, is making good men better, which is a part of our mission statement in the Grand Lodge. And that's our focus, is making good men better. Not to say that if you've had some issues prior to coming into our organization that we frown on that. No, that's not what I'm trying to convey. What I'm saying is, if you've done something that is of good moral character or good moral value that adds strength to who we are as especially as Black men.
Right.
You know, back in the day, Masonry, Prince Hall Masonry, was looked upon, and especially in Detroit, was looked upon as the go-to organization in the community, not the Nation of Islam. But we've gotten away from being that example, that role model, that speed dial organization, and we're getting back to that. But back in the day, we were the organization that the Black community called and solicited support from. So, in order to be a Mason, we're asking, in order to be a Prince Hall Mason, we're asking that those individuals be of great moral character, high moral character, and those that want to really make a difference in the community.
All right. So with that being said, Freemason, can you let us know, is it a religion or a cult? Because, you know, it's people out there that say, I don't know about the Masons. You know, y'all slaying cats and sacrificing people.
You know, come on, man.
See the stuff that's online.
I'm glad you asked that question, because that just irks me to know, Ian, that people associate us with being a cult.
Mm-hmm.
We have brothers and sisters who are members of the ministry.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse Jackson is a well-known Mason. Al Sharpton is a well-known Mason. So and then you had John Conyers. I'm just naming
right.
You had Coleman Young.
Young.
So if these folks were a part of a cult,
mm-hmm.
do you honestly no? Let me just ask this question.
Come on, keep it playing. Come
Black
on, Pastor
people.
Anderson.
We Black people, right?
Yes.
We scared of the devil. We
Right.
don't want to deal with the devil, right? So why would we want to be in an organization that serves devilish behavior?
Mm-hmm.
Why? First of all, that ain't who we are.
No.
But we have religious tenets
mm-hmm.
of our organization. You must have a faith and belief in a supreme being. Why do we say a supreme being and don't say God or anything like that? Because we have all walks of faith. Long as a belief in a being, that is one check block of becoming, encourage people to hearing social, being a part of a cult or
mm-hmm.
Illuminati or whatever that is.
You know,
because we have some great people who believe in a supreme being that want to make a difference in the communities that we serve, and they have no devilish motives to do anything other than that.
So 6 years ago, when I joined Masonry, you know, I got kicked out of a church for joining.
No,
and I can tell the church,
you know.
Told me so 6 years ago, I was a member at Greater Love Church of God in Christ on the west side of Detroit, and I had the emblems. You know how when we first go through, we get all of the emblems and stuff, trying to let our light shine and everything. Right. So the deacon board brought me in the office and asked me, what is that and what is going on? So they really tried to get me to pick between the two. And I said, I'm not choosing the church over Masonry, because what you're saying doesn't make sense. So they swept it down that we were sacrificing kids and cats and stuff. And so end up leaving that church, and the bishop of that jurisdiction, he took me up under his wings because he said, don't pay that no attention. But it's folks that are small-minded, don't have no idea what Masonry is about. And to make those statements, to me, it's just ridiculous.
Everything happens for a reason. So that was a reason for you to not be there.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So we go into some churches for our funeral services, for our fallen members, or for church visitations, and we are told explicitly by the pastor of that church, you can't do XYZ in the pulpit. You can't do XYZ in the church. And it boggles my mind that folks of the faith are not doing their homework to understand that we are not of a cult. We are not of a demonic nature. We are basically, as it relates to our our Masonic service, we're just basically honoring the last rite of our fallen member.
Exactly.
And all we're doing is just paying tribute to that person. There's nothing other than that. And then they find out we say a prayer. And they find out we pray before, praying, at the service, but they find out that we pray because the first great undertaking of Masons, we have to pray. And then when they find that out, they be like, oh, I didn't know that. But what's so ironic is they have members who are Masons in their church.
That's true. And we got a couple of people on here. Let me acknowledge Misty Burns. We love you too. And yes, Misty and Terrence Burns, they did accept me, and I love you guys. Those are my current pastors there. Adrian Thomas, happy Refill Sunday. Start with a full cup and be careful who you empty yourself to. And she said, oh, wow, small-minded people. And it's all about brotherly love. Bam, we love you, Beverly. Thank you for joining us and tuning in. And so, Erica, you know you're supposed to be reading those comments on that side, though.
Well, I have to dip in when I can.
I wear glasses. You don't. I got to squint. You guys, I love my sister Erica.
These two are hilarious, y'all.
This is just what we do.
We love each other.
This is what we do.
Don't go get it twisted. We do.
All right. And speaking of the Illuminati, because I want to know this too, is Masonry a part of the Illuminati?
No.
Because I want to know about Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No.
Let me find out, y'all, because I heard that there's another part of Masonry that all of us that's in it don't know about, and that's where everybody that's making moves at. Is that true?
Well, if there's another movement that's going on, then I certainly don't know about it either, because I'm kind of connected to to some parts of our organization. I got elevated to the last and final rite, which is the 33rd. There was nothing mentioned of demonic, Illuminati, or anything like that.
That's all I want to know. You're 33rd too?
Yeah.
Oh, 33rd. That's okay. I'm just what am I?
Keep
37.
aspiring. Keep aspiring.
No, you know what? When I get deep pockets like y'all, then yeah, I'll cross that line, because now them dudes be killing.
Yeah. Well, another thing to become a Mason, you got to have you got to put in some money, and you got to put in some time. So if you don't have those two,
then this may not be the organization for you.
Not at that time.
Right. We'll wait on. But you know what? It's less taxing than the church, because the church take about 3 benevolent offerings before they take the main offering. So at least for Masonry, we only got one offering. The building fund. We got the children's nursery. The ushers need gloves. Let me stop. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Is Tupac dead or under another name? That's funny.
Come on, Rod. I think Rod. No, Rod, you gotta know. What Tupac? Who shot Biggie? Who shot Pac?
Where's he at? Where Tupac at?
I will say that the building that we in, Metro Prince Hall Temple, we've been in that building for over 70 plus years. But we were not the first occupants of that building. And we have embarked on a capital campaign where we're restoring that beautiful jewel to the edifice that edifice to the beautiful jewel that she once was. And there's so many rooms and pockets in this building. I'm like,
did y'all find something?
Okay. Did you find a treasure?
I know.
Not yet, but
you could tell me and Erica after the podcast.
Okay, all right.
Because I
think it's some treasure in there. It
might be, but I can tell you there's some hidden rooms.
But you know what I want to do too? We need to put the information on the capital campaign out on our website so people can donate directly to Prince Hall, the Grand Lodge, and so we'll make sure that we get that information from you, and then we'll add that to our social media page and to our website.
Thank you.
Because we got folks all over the world. Like I keep saying, somebody got some coins. If we just need to hit a lick,
right?
Just one.
Erica, find the right person.
I'm gonna have to pimp you out.
We gotta talk about this.
Okay.
I think he need to put down this. What is this? Blade.
This makes for the good show. Nobody wants it to be boring. All right, so no Illuminati, no Jimmy Hoffa. We don't know what Tupac is. We don't know who shot Biggie.
None of that.
You ain't friends with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I'm
wish. So disappointed. I just knew. I just felt in my spur that it was gonna be my spur that I'm like, maybe I get a better seat on them tickets instead of the seats that I got. But anyway, all right. The Order of the Eastern Star. So we know that women can't join. What part could a woman join?
Well, there are different facets of our Masonic order. The most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons is the tree. And there are branches on this tree that make up the Prince Hall family here in the state of Michigan. And one of those branches is the Order of the Eastern Star, Prince Hall Grand Chapter, Order of the Eastern Star, where Sister Keona Ian Cowan is our Grand Worthy Matron, is our awesome Grand Worthy Matron.
Shout out to the Grand Worthy Matron. She is watching. We should have, you know what? I should have sent her a link. Next time we're gonna have to bring her on because we're gonna get in trouble.
Well, and then you have Brian Johnson, who's the Grand Worthy Patron, but
we'll bring them both on.
Yeah, and so brothers can be a part of the Order of the Eastern Star, but the Order of the Eastern Star is mainly a sister-led organization, and they're doing some outstanding work over there. They have a backpack program. Of course, they have a scholarship program. They have Feed the Homeless program. They have a number of matter of fact, the Grand Worthy Matron, one of her pet projects during her administration was, I think it was a book reading. She was, raising, I had a drive for, to allow, getting books to and provide them to underprivileged kids. So, but Prince Hall Grand Chapter is our backbone here in the state, because without that support from those sisters, I dare think where we would be, Masonically as brothers, without their support. But in order to be a member of the Order of Eastern Star, you have to have some of the same standards as a female as you do as a brother. So,
Erica, what chapter you at?
Shout out to Guiding Star, chapter number 11, and the worthy patron. My former worthy patron was Brian Johnson, so I am very good friends with Brian. He was my worthy patron for like 8 years.
I'm still waiting on my application though.
I'm gonna get you an application.
Oh, he's not ready. So
he's ready.
I've been said. I told.
We're gonna get him an application.
Who'd I tell?
Lynette or Kathy. I told you.
Yeah. Just give me a.
Okay, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Give me in. Adrian said, Eastern Stars, my grandmother and great grandmother were faithful members, stopped the world from pledging and passed away, doing and giving to an organization that they truly love. I was a kid and never understood until I became older. The water was fine, Adrian. So if you want to come into the fold, come on. We can go through together.
Yeah, we're looking for good men and women that just want to make a difference.
We had Adrian Thomas. She's the author of this book, When Your Cup is Empty. We had her on the show.
Okay.
And her book is amazing. It's about mental health.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yep. So shout out to Adrian. We love her.
Working on your mental health.
Yes. It's something that we all need to do. All right. Let's go back into Freemasonry. All right. What are some of the community services that you guys are doing this year?
Well, first of all, we're stretched across the state. We're as far as Muskegon, far west as Muskegon, and far east as Port Huron. So we're a community service based organization. So what we try to do every year, or every opportunity that we get, we try to do whatever we can to help improve those communities that we serve. As I mentioned, we got the Prince Hall Grand Chapter, who spearheads the backpack program for the back to school. During the back to school time, we have Feeding the Homeless. We have food baskets programs that we do during Thanksgiving and holidays. Thanksgiving and Christmas. We have a Coach for Kids that Brother Past Master John Solomon has been actively doing for Lord knows how long, and that keeps growing and growing. Sister Jackie Butts and her husband and others are part of the
Masonic Angels.
Masonic Angels, and each year, they keep doing an awesome job in terms of giving back to the young kids. So we're doing a lot. Scholarships. We're offering scholarships. It's an array of things that I can just go down the list, but all we're trying to focus on each and every opportunity that we get is what can we do as a Black organization to help improve the quality of life in those neighborhoods. And as you will continue to hear me say this throughout this interview, that's our banter. Those are our marching orders. Let's make a difference in the communities that we serve. So as a matter of fact, Metro Prince Hall Temple back in the day was the spot for Black entertainment. That's where all the Black entertainers came to perform.
Yeah,
right there.
My mom told me
on Gratiot and McDougal.
All kinds of stories from back in the day about
so we're trying
about McDougal and the Grenadier. And,
So the Grenadier is no longer around, but we're still there. So we're trying to do our part to keep that rich history alive, and we're trying to do our part to make sure that we make a difference right there on that. Continue to make a difference on that corner.
Nice. I'm trying to pull up this because this is important. And if it's okay with you, Grandmaster, I'm going to put the website link to the Grand Lodge on our page,
Please.
so that they can have that information.
Please.
How many people are actually on the principal officers at Grand Lodge, just for those that want to know that information?
We have 13 principal officers.
And I got to get a shout out to my past master, Horace Jackson from 49.
Yeah, he's our grand treasurer.
That's right. See, I had to look it up. So this webpage, just a sidebar, it is amazing from where it was. Now it's better. So I'm not sure who's doing the web page, but they're doing a heck of a job. And I love these pictures and everything, because it helps for some of us that's new to Masonry to see the name and the face of the individual. So when we go out, and we can call them by name and not say, Erica, who is so and so and so.
And that's a part of our rebranding initiative that we have going on, because when I took office, one of my focus was to rebrand who we are, because again, I grew up knowing that Masons used to be the go-to organization. So I wanted us to go back to that. In order for us to go back to that, when you come to our website, you got to be impressed enough to see whatever the first thing that you see, you want to continue to see more. So that was the first thing that you see, was those officers. We didn't really have that, on a consistent basis. So we made sure that even Gary Dean Robinson, I'm looking at his picture.
Yeah, because I got to give my boy a shout out. It was his birthday.
Antonio's.
Oh, I love me some Gary Dean.
Yeah, so we even got Gary Dean looking
Happy
nice
birthday, G.
and professional on that picture. So, that was the first step. Let's make sure that when people come to our site, it looks professional. It looks interesting enough.
As Keona sent a message saying that the Prince Hall Grand Chapter will be hosting a Stomping It Out mental and physical health fair on March 25th at WC3 on Outer Drive from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and it is free of charge.
Hey, Grand Matron, how are you? Glad you joined us.
Yeah, we're going to have to bring her on the next show.
She's an awesome woman. As a matter of fact, not only is she doing great things here in Michigan, but she's also the president of the Midwest Regional Conference of Grand Chapters and Eastern Stars. So for those of you that don't know what that means.
Is that the Illuminati?
No, that's not the Illuminati, but that's the regional. We have a regional conference. As a matter of fact, we're going to be going to Milwaukee next week. And it's comprised of 11 jurisdictions that where we meet every year to talk about how we can best improve across the board between these 11 jurisdictions, how we can best improve Prince Hall Masonry. And Sister Cowan is the president on the sister side of that organization. So big shout out to her. Michigan, matter of fact, we started that conference. So for us to now be in a position that we're in right now in terms of leadership, it shows the great pride and great determination that Michigan has to keep us alive in that conference. So shout out to Grand Worthy Matron Keona Cowan for the great work that she's doing.
This is your second year?
Yes.
So are you going to do a third year?
Well, that's on the table. We'll see what happens. It's been discussed.
Okay.
But
I'm just trying to make sure we can get that inside and exclusive.
I have not made
You heard it first here at on the DKC live conversation.
I have not made a decision yet, but the members, they like what's going on. And again, we're in the midst of acquiring money from the state for our capital campaign. So, I just think in my heart of hearts, it's best that we keep that voice and faith, promoting that. But we'll see what happens. The jurisdiction has the final say. So,
well, once they
I'm
make
trying
that
to make
decision,
a good case for it to keep going.
Make sure you announce it first here on Detroit Key Club.
Right.
We need some exclusive.
We want the exclusive rights. We're gonna have to shake on this.
We have to shake on this.
Over.
Have to make sure. What else we got going on here? Oh, we have to actually wrap it up.
Oh, already?
Yeah, I was just having some fun.
Just going in.
But let me thank you for having me on the show. I've learned a lot about the Detroit Key Club. I say Glee Club, but anything that I or the Most Worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge can do to help further your mission, please don't hesitate, because we're looking for partners like you guys to help get that word out. So I'm a firm believer that the more the better. And, especially in our community, we really need to do some partnering with some meaningful organizations such as yourselves that want to really do what's best for the organization. So thank y'all for having me. I had a great time here, and I hope I put to rest this thought of that we're a cult and we're part of the Illuminati.
The Illuminati. I'm sure that the people still thinking
right.
they
We're
like.
We're
gonna see.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's gonna be. You got to put a comma on that, Erica, to be continued.
To be continued. Dot.
All right. Any final words from my co-host?
Well, just thank you all for joining us. Thank you for participating. We love all the good comments. Don't forget to follow us on our social media page, our IG page, Detroit _Key Club. And don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page and check our website out for all of our upcoming events.
I need you guys that are listening to me on YouTube and all of the other podcast services. This is very important. I need you guys to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Because when you like and subscribe, then those algorithms and all that robot stuff, they will allow us to reach a broader audience. Okay. So if you like the content of this podcast and what we're doing here at Detroit Key Club, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. All right. Rod, I appreciate you.
Thank you, sir,
for coming on the show. Thank you for accepting the invite. It was such a pleasure. You know, you're my main man. You know,
this was a great experience. I feel like I'm on the Tom Jordan show here, the Ricky Smiley show. Man, this is a great setup.
Hey, you know that's my turtle name.
What?
Ricky Smiley is his
really?
turtle name.
Okay.
Bloop. Yeah. All right, tune in to the next episode of Detroit Key Club next Sunday. Until then, peace, love, and hair grease.
Have a wonderful Sunday evening.
Take it easy, everybody.